Hi, it's Mr. Qualls. I just wanted to maybe take a little bit of time to talk about some tools that we use in geometry and just show you there's some amazing things to be done with the use of a compass and a straight edge and a pencil. And I thought I'd give you some tips on how to better use those things so that things would be easier for you. And I'm joined tonight by my film crew.
Hello. Hi.
That's Sarah and Emma. And looks like we've got the fire going. So, let's keep going here. What I have before me is a white piece of paper. And I have a pencil. It's sharpened. And I have a straight edge. I'm using this colored one. It's just paper, but I'm using this colored one tonight because it's easily seen against the white paper. Now, what I have here is a compass. I have two different compasses. One of them has a little device here in the middle, a little screw here in the middle that adjusts how far the legs are apart from each other. You can see that this one has a sharp point on this edge, and there's a lead on the other one. And what I do when I'm putting these things together is I try to keep the point and the lead the same length, as close to the same length as I can get them, because it makes more precise measurements. Okay? This one is a little more expensive. What it is it still has that screw right here that brings the legs together, and as you can see, they're pretty close to the same length. This one actually it's a mechanical pencil that's attached to the bottom. There's lead in the pencil, and you click it out, just like you would any other mechanical pencil. The way that these are used is you put the spike down into the hole, or you make a hole in the paper, and then what you can do is just use the top. Can you see the top? Okay. You can use the top like this, and you can either spin the compass. Okay, do you see what happened? It moved away from me, and the reason it moved away from me is because the spike doesn't really have a good grip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another piece of paper under this one. And what it's going to do is it's going to give this a little more grip. It's going to allow the point to go into the paper, and then as I make my turn, it doesn't move the paper so much. You can see I made a perfect circle there. All circles are perfect. And if I grab this, I can also make a circle. Instead of spinning the compass, what I can do is make a point and spin the paper. Again, a perfect circle. As I said before, all circles are. Euclid defined a circle as a line that defined a certain area, and if you took all the lines that you could possibly draw out from it, and all those lines that touch this thing, every single line would be the same length. What we define the circle as is a point, and all points out here are an equal distance away from that point. So the circle has actually been defined by something that is not part of the circle itself. Another thing that I'd like to show is that if I had 2 points that I wanted to draw a line between, one of the things that we like to do, we usually do using a ruler, when we're using a ruler, is to place this. And what we do is we put the ruler here, and then we mark those points, and then we draw a line. Now sometimes that doesn't work, and as you can see, it's not very precise because this one's right on the line and that one's a little over on the dot. But what we do now instead is, if we want to be a little more precise, what we should do is put our pencil down first and then move our straight edge onto where the pencil is, and then adjust the bottom so that it looks the same, and then we draw our line. Okay? So we have 2 different ideas here. We have the idea of moving the straight edge onto the pencil once it's onto the point, and we have the idea that we want to keep the point down in the paper, and instead of just using 1 sheet of paper, we use 2 or 3 under, so that we can have it's a more stable turn with the compass.
This has been a Q Diggity production.